The Chigi Chapel was not always known as the Chigi. It used to be called Cappella della Terra. Chapel of the Land? Langdon asked. No, Vittoria said, heading for the door. Chapel of the Earth. Vittoria Vetra whipped out her cell phone as she dashed into Piazza della Rotunda. Commander Olivetti, she said. This is the wrong place. Olivetti sounded bewildered. Wrong? What do you mean? The first altar of science is at the Chigi Chapel. Where? Now Olivetti sounded angry. But Mr. Langdon said Santa Maria del Popolo. 1 mile north. Get your men over there now. We've got 4 minutes. But my men are in position here. I can't possibly move. Vittoria snapped the phone shut. Behind her, Langdon emerged from the Pantheon, dazed. She grabbed his hand and pulled him toward the queue of seemingly driverless taxis waiting by the curb. She pounded on the hood of the first car in line. The sleeping driver bolted upright with a startled yelp. Vittoria yanked open the rear door and pushed Langdon inside. Then she jumped in behind him. Santa Maria del Popolo, she ordered. Presto! Looking delirious and half terrified, the driver hit the accelerator, peeling out down the street. '63. Gunther Glick had assumed control of the computer from Chinita Macri, who now stood hunched in the back of the cramped BBC van staring in confusion over Glick's shoulder. I told you, Glick said, typing some more keys. The British Tatler isn't the only paper that runs stories on these guys. Macri peered closer. Glick was right. The BBC database showed their distinguished network as having picked up and run 6 stories in the past 10 years on the brotherhood called the Illuminati. Well, paint me purple, she thought. Who are the journalists who ran the stories? Macri asked. Schlock jocks? BBC doesn't hire schlock jocks. They hired you. Glick scowled. I don't know why you're such a skeptic. The Illuminati are well documented throughout history. So are witches, UFOs, and the Loch Ness Monster. Glick, read the list of stories. You ever heard of a guy called Winston Churchill? Rings a bell. BBC did a historical a while back on Churchill's life. Staunch Catholic, by the way. Did you know that in 1920 Churchill published a statement condemning the Illuminati and warning Brits of a worldwide conspiracy against morality? Mockery was dubious. Where did it run? In the British Tatler? Glick smiled. London Herald. February 8, 1920. No way. Feast your eyes. Mockery looked closer at the clip. London Herald. February 8, 1920. I had no idea. Well, Churchill was a paranoid. He wasn't alone, Glick said, reading further. Looks like Woodrow Wilson gave 3 radio broadcasts in 1921 warning of growing Illuminati control over the U.S. banking system. You want a direct quote from the radio transcript? Not really. Glick gave her one anyway. He said, "There is a power so organized, so subtle, so complete, so pervasive, that none had better speak above their breath when they speak in condemnation of it." I've never heard anything about this. Maybe because in 1921 you were just a kid. Charming. Mockery took the jab in stride. She knew her years were showing. At 43, her bushy black curls were streaked with gray. She was too proud for Di. Her mom, a Southern Baptist, had taught Chinita contentedness and self-respect. When you're a black woman, her mother said, ain't no hiding what you are. Day you try, is the day you die. Stand tall, smile bright, and let 'em wonder what secret's making you laugh. Ever heard of Cecil Rhodes? Glick asked. Mockery looked up. The British financier? Yeah. Founded the Rhodes Scholarships. Don't tell me. Illuminatus. P.S. BBC, actually. November 16, 1984. We wrote that Cecil Rhodes was Illuminati? Sure did.